Guys, what's going on? Today I want to show you the second most expensive set of parts for my stroker engine build, and this was an unexpected purchase. So without further ado, let me show you what I got. Alright, first of all, if y'all know what the logo is, then you know what's in this box. It says SRP, Sportsman Racing Products. Alright. Forged pistons. Not just any set of forged pistons though. If y'all see that, it has a dome top on top of it. So dome top forged pistons for my stroker motor. Like I said, unexpected purchase. And this actually was not even the route I was gonna go. It was actually supposed to be a flat top with a small CC chamber on my cylinder head. But I caught a good deal on this. I said, screw it, and I just went with it. So actually what I'm gonna do is let you all get a closer look. Here we go. Here's the logo again, SRP, Sportsman Racing Products. All right, right here, obviously it's for a small block Ford. And one way that you can tell what cubic inch is probably for is the compression height. So I know this in the back of my head that a 1.165 compression height piston is usually for a 331 stroker. Sometimes it can be 1.17 or maybe 1.175, but it's usually 1.165. Rod length 5.4 inches and the stroke is 3.25 inches. And the bore size is 30 over with 4 inches and 30 thousandths. All right, so this right here is the part number right here. And one way that I verified that I got the right stuff is this was the number that was used to produce these pistons. So if I take this piston right here, right, on the back of this piston, what number do you see? 112438 on the box. 112438. All right, and it also tells me what locks I will need and the wrist pins I'll need to go with these pistons. The rails, I'm not sure what this is. I'll need to look into this, but that'll come another time. All right, anyway, close look at this piston right here. So you can see the gaps for the rings, the top, the middle, and the oil ring right here. So I haven't gotten this stuff yet. It's just a box of pistons. But anyway, you can see this dome top, and I actually like this design. Some of these dome tops I'm not a fan of because of what they call the quench area. This has a lot of quench on this piston. And basically what the quench is when the piston is hitting, well, not actually hitting the bottom of the cylinder head, but it's coming real close and it's allowing you to get a good mixture in that cylinder. So this is a lot right here. Most domes, they come like out here and you can't really get a good mixture or fuel mixture. So anyway, this is for, it says TFS SBF TWST. So Trick Flow Specialties, small block Ford, twisted wedge. So this is twisted wedge piston, which, you know, I was gonna run that, and man, I really gotta say I really got lucky when I found these. Honestly, it's usually how I find a lot of stuff. I get lucky. So I'm not gonna just take all of them out of the wrapper, but I'll show you the rest of the piston. So basically, this is how it's packaged. And this was covering the piston, and then the piston was in this bag. But anyway, it's packaged like that. in those small boxes, containers, whatever you want to call it. All right, 2 more pistons right here and 4 more pistons in the bottom of this box. So I'm set to go, man. So as far as the compression goes, I'm not gonna run the same cylinder head that I previously was gonna run. Since now I have a dome top, I still want my compression to be the same, because if I use the same cylinder head, which was 56 cc, it's gonna be like 13-to-1 compression.
Damn!
And I don't want that, because I want to be able to run pump gas. Now, I probably can still do that at 13-to-1 if I run like extremely small camshaft, but I want my camshaft to be like close to 600 lift, and I won't be able to run pump gas if I do that. So now I'm just gonna run a 66 cc combustion chamber head, which it'll be fine either way. So I still should be able to get good mixture due to the quench areas on the top and the bottom of the piston. And also my valve clearance should be fine. I talked to these guys, they said that if I'm not mistaken, you good up to like 650 lift, 650 thousandths inch lift, and I'm gonna be under 600, so I really don't have anything to worry about. So good to know, you know, your knowledge and research when you're purchasing things like this. Something else I want to do is verify the specs on these pistons. So when I say the specs, one of the important things is the wrist pin hole. So this is supposed to be somewhere close to 0.927 thousandths. No, 0.927 inches. So I'm almost an inch for the wrist pin size, and this is supposed to be close to 30 over for 4 and 30 thousandths inches. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to measure these unless I have something like a filler gauge. And yeah, that's basically what I want to do. So I'm going to run to the store and get me a dial caliper. And if I can find a filler gauge, I'll get that too. But I don't think I will, but let's give it a try. We'll run to the store. All right, y'all, this is where I went to get my filler gauge from. Take it out of the bag and show you all. Right here. This is it. Should get the job done. So we can measure everything on the piston. You know, but not the holes. I'll measure the holes with the dial caliper. I actually have one at home, so I'm just gonna use the one at home. It's not as accurate, like it's a real cheap one. It's a hyper tough, something like that. It came from Walmart, but it'll work as long as it's in range. It should be fine. But almost back. All right, y'all, we back. So filler gauge, dial caliper, cheap dial caliper. All right. Open it up. We'll get the diameter of the piston first, because I'm probably gonna have to do some math to figure out how many of these I need to use. So, all right. Basically, what I'm gonna do, when I say the diameter, I'm measuring the length of this right here. So from one side to the other. All right, so I'll turn it on and I open it up. All right, let's see how accurate I can get it. Might be best to go from this side. 4.02. I don't know if you can see that. 4.02. Now that I think about it, sometimes a piston, it could go out like that towards the bottom. So I'll measure the top just to be on the safe side. 4.000. All right, like I said, gauge is not as accurate, but I believe it's close enough. And so now what I want to do is take this filler gauge out, measure these holes. It should be 1/16, 1/16, 3/16. Probably not gonna be able to get that 3/16 actually. I don't know. I might have to use a dial caliper for that. All right, before I do that, real quick, I'm gonna measure this right here, wrist pin hole. All right, so I'm gonna take this, put it in the hole like that, measure. .92. Close enough. All right, so this is what a 16th measures, and this is what 3/16 measures. So first two holes should be 0.0625, and then the oil ring space should be 0.1875. All right, so I'm gonna do it like this. 0.0625. I have a 0.030 and a 0.032. That's 0.62, and that's probably the closest I'll be able to get with it. So that's what we're going with. Yep, that's it. Top one is good. Second one is good. And I'll go all the way around just to confirm it goes all the way around. Okay. 3/16. I'm not sure. Maybe I can get in there with this. I don't know. Or not. Oh, look, I can. All right. Okay. 0.1875. This actually says 0.21, but I mean, if they were the same space, then it would be like impossible to get the rings in there. So I guess that makes sense. But all right. So I measured that 1/16, 1/16, 3/16, 30 over, 0.927, compression height. I wanted to see if I could measure the compression height with a dial caliper. It's gonna be kind of hard because it got a hole right here, and I'm not sure how I would do that. I think I can see the center though. I can see the center of the hole. Well, I know you all can't see it, but I'll try to measure it and see how much I get. So if I get that, then that basically almost confirms that I have a 331 stroke piston. Okay, 1.19. I mean, it's probably as close as I get with it, but that pretty much confirms it, man. So I do have a set of 331 stroke pistons, and everything seems to be correct. I'm probably gonna go through the whole box myself and just measure everything, but I think that'll be it, man. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I will have more content coming soon and more parts on the way. I don't know how often I will have parts coming in. I really don't have much left. So what I have left is my most expensive part is the cylinder heads, and then rocker arms to go with those. So I'm gonna run trick flow cylinder heads and trick flow rocker arms. So But yeah, man, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Peace.